On and on to the break of dawn.
Break it down. I don't even know where to go with that. He just killed it.
And that's Ken. All right.
We might be having too much fun here.
That is awesome. Okay, anybody else?
So introduce yourself and I'll
All
do
right.
mine.
I'm Delory. I'm from Northern California. This year marks my 30th year in this game. So, been breeding for about 15, cultivating for 3 decades.
You look young. What do you like?
43. Yeah.
Okay, you're not so young.
No.
My name's Ken Estes.
I'm Kid Frost, Frost World Genetics, all the way from the Midwest, Chicago. Been growing for over 20 plus years, been breeding for more than 5 years or better.
I'm Mobley from Jungle Genes out of NorCal, little city called Monterey by Santa Cruz. I've been in the game for about 20 years, smoking, packs, tree, pushing on the mountain, and now I'm preserving genetics.
My name's Ken Estes. I came with a strain called Grandaddy Purp. I've been in the business 48 years, since I was in a motorcycle accident when I was 18. And I found out that cannabis helped me medically. So I've been on this crusade for the medicinal part for 48 years. I'm glad to see the recreational part enjoying our good genetics, but I still love the medicinal side of marijuana. And I like to focus on that in my genetics and what I grow and what we cross. And how do you know what's medical or not? Well, get it to the patients, see what they say. So many different strains. You never know what strain works for you, right? We all know that. We all know that there's certain strains that work for me and certain strains that work for somebody else. That's why someone's give me something, they smoke it, and I might say, I'm not really crazy about that, but they say, oh, I love it. So this marijuana thing, different strains, different marijuanas, that's very important. So genetics are very important to find out what traits and what strains people like. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Do we want me to kick it off?
Sure.
Okay, so we're going to start talking about, this is about genetics that we're on here for. So this is genetics. I think that a lot of people know the importance of genetics. If you don't, I'm going to tell you about it right now. Genetics are probably the #1 thing you should work with when you're trying to work in the marijuana business. A lot of people are going out of business now because they don't have the right genetics, or they don't know how to grow. But let's go to the genetic thing. You get the right strains, and the people will let you know. But how do you find the right strain? Start with the stuff that you like, that you smoke, and hopefully you can get seeds from somebody who's growing it. You take that seed, you pop it up, then you find a male. Get the pollen from the male. Get the female, and you put some pollen on the female. Then you're making seeds. You're carrying those traits of those strains on to the next level. And then hopefully with your breeding, a lot of times breeding, people will say, I bred in 3 months and that's what I got. Breeding is more like a year process. You breed, you find your strain, then you grow it up again. You try it in indoor, you try it in outdoor, you try it in light depth. You try to find how this strain best grows. And that's, and then also knowing your customer, knowing people how they're growing. You can then guide them to what genetics they need to have. So they're not putting an indoor plant outdoors that doesn't do so well, or an outdoor plant indoors that doesn't do so well. And the breeding has actually been specific for whether you're indoor or outdoor. Breeds have been, years ago in the late 70s, all the best strains that we had, Clemming Gold, Panama Red, Tie Stick, Skunk, all those strains were, I lost my train of thought. Where was I going? Thank you all. You guys were listening.
Indoor, outdoor.
That was a test to see if you were listening. And so the outdoor was the best. That was the bomb. And I had indoor back in the late 70s where I grew in my closet in the first little hydro farm that I had. And I put together little buckets and tubes. And I was reading Ed Rosenthal's book. And I remember growing these plants up, growing them up. And they were filling my whole closet. I kept tucking them in and shutting the door, thinking, when am I going to get some weed out of this? Then I was going through the book, and I finally said, 12 and 12. So I changed the light pattern to 12 and 12. Then I started getting some flowers. And I've been breeding ever since. But a lot of the strains back then did not give us top dollar. A lot of people didn't want my stuff. They said, oh, that's indoor, that's boo-boo. And it was kind of true. It was indoor, it was boo-boo. And the bomb weed was outdoor. But as the 80s came in, we're all getting run up on. We're getting turned in everywhere. Everybody's doing prison time. Helicopters flying above. They were finding us. So we had to go indoor. For the 80s, everybody started breeding indoors. Pretty soon, the best strains by the 90s were indoor grown, just to hide it, just to bring it to the market. These strains did not do so well outdoors. As you know now, right? People grow outdoor and they say, oh, what do you got outdoor? Oh, I don't want that. Even though outdoor's not all bad. You had some outdoor today, right? Wasn't it fire? In fact, you look like you're still high from it. And Hawaii, isn't it one of the best places to grow anything? I'll show you a picture later if you want to come by of gigantic redwood tree type marijuana that grows 45 pounds a plant. This really can happen in environments like here, Hawaii. So out here in Hawaii, I'm hoping to bring some of my genetics, which is Grandaddy Purp, Candyland, and other crosses I have, that hopefully will help this area get better genetics. I come here talking to a lot of people, and I'm realizing that they admit to me, we don't have really good genetics out here. Now, I have found some good stuff, but if that's the pervasive attitude out here, you need some better genetics. In California, man, we're confident. We know what we got. We got generations to do this. So we want to bring that to this area. And that's really why a lot of us are here. That's why you're here in California. We're outside, but we love Hawaii. We love the culture. We know this has been a friendly, cannabis-friendly culture forever. You know, Poko'olo, mahalo. You know, it's all good stuff. And so I really like to see people embrace the strains from California. And don't just say that's California stuff. No, this strains grow throughout the world. Genetics inside these strains are genetics that can grow outdoor. You have to release it when you open up these genetics. So we're here to bring you some good genetics, and I just wanted to end on that. Thank you.
Okay. Well, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good.
We have a panel of legislators next door. So, like our thing here, we're still medical marijuana. So basically, for people who has their 329 card, you can grow 10 plants for yourself as, for medical, for your own personal consumption.
Yeah.
But I'm sure if that door open, if we turn recreational, I'm sure that floodgate would just open. So,
No, you're absolutely right. I hear that all the legal gardens here, guess what? They have to grow indoor. I said, you're out here in Hawaii and your medicine has to be grown indoor? So that, these guys don't know how to help us. We have to educate them. We have to show up at city council meetings. You have to go to meetings with.
That's why we need more
activism.
More things, more education, more information. Like next door we got the actual statewide news coverage because they're senators, politicians, all that type of stuff. But of course, we're the people. It's basically we're the ones that are consuming it. We're the ones growing it. They're the ones only just talking about it.
So should we mob over there?
It'd be pretty cool
So,
if we open this side.
the people need to make a statement, and a clear
That's
statement.
why I think everybody here, we all got to get together to work together, and that's how.
Just like they have that.
Yeah, but we've been
door, you need to be over there talking to these senators, to these politicians.
No, but what he's saying is that they're not really listening to us. We have to follow up. We can't be here in a public setting because these people don't want to associate themselves with marijuana because they're up for election next time. And the people competing with them will say they're soft on drugs. They're trying to, and that guy might get elected now. So you really have to do it behind the scenes. You have to go to their offices. Then you have to go to polls. We have to reach out to people.
Yeah.
This is what we did in the Bay Area. Believe me, there are plenty of people against us, and we started just doing this year after year until I noticed city council people not there anymore. And a new person in was, guess what? Friendly to cannabis. And that's how the stuff started. But I'll give you a story. I was in Richmond with my store. I went 9 years fighting for that license. They wouldn't give it to me. I said, why? I'm in the store. It's illegal. And you're not closing me. Why can't I just can't get the license? Finally said, look, you need to go talk to Jim Rogers. I said, the city council guy? Now, Jim Rogers used to be on TV years ago as the people's attorney. And then he got arrested for taking bribes. Stealing money from his people he sued for. So then he decided, I lost my business and I'm going to run for city council. And he got elected. So sometimes we don't even know what we're doing when we elect. But guess what? They told me, go there, put $5,000 in an envelope and put it on his desk. So I did. Hi, Jim. Nice to meet you. Well, I would like to talk to you about cannabis. And
Right?
we have to do what we have to do. Correct.
I'll put up on it. Don't worry. I got you.
I got a question for you.
Hey, we got a
I
question
got a
for
question
you.
for you. Why do you guys want to go recreational?
There you go.
I mean, seriously. I'm asking this, and anybody can answer. Why do you
I
wanna
think
go
it
rec?
should be.
As an event promoter, it's going to help me generate a lot more jobs, a lot more business,
Okay.
a lot more economy.
Yes, a lot more taxes.
I'm sure there's a lot of people here.
There you go.
Why would you guys want to go there?
For one great reason, like you're saying, the climate there is just amazing for cannabis, and once things get beyond recreational, like we'll be able to export, we'll be out here all over the world.
What?
Yeah, they'd be an export all over the world. I mean, who doesn't remember Maui Wowie? It's one of the greatest strains ever. I used to get it sent to me in the late 70s with a stamp on the bag. I mean, a stamp on the box. And I'd keep that box forever so people come over. Yeah, it's a real Maui Wowie. Look at the stamp.
I do it too. Don't worry.
Is it hard to get
Kona
a card
Gold,
here?
yeah.
I mean, is it restricted for the medical? It's my
Yes,
first time
it's
in Hawaii.
restricted
It is?
here.
Okay.
They're putting hurdles out. They took the big illegal hurdle, quote, and they cut it down to a bunch of 10 hurdles.
The crazy thing is, we was like one of the first states to go medical marijuana in the year 2000.
Yep.
And then we're actually the last, almost the last state to go, hopefully recreational soon. I mean, the past 8 years when we had Governor Egan, he flat out, I mean, no matter what, no matter if it passed the House and Senate, no matter if everybody wanted it, the governor vetoed it every time. So he's out. We've got Josh Green that's kind of a 50-50 right now.
Well, this is the guy you got to pressure, really.
Yeah, no,
Because a
that's the guy
50-50,
that
you have...
pressure. I mean, everybody can. You see Josh Green walking around or something. I mean, you got
No. Not just here. Active. Call him. Talk to him. Go into their office. We actually have to be active. When we did this at the beginning in California, we went to all those offices. We were doing it because we were kind of mad. We just got sick of it. You're a liar. You're wrong. This is not bad. You're making me take pills, alcohol, and tobacco to smoke. That's killing me, and you're making marijuana illegal. The thing that doesn't kill anybody. Now, how can the responsibility of a government to protect its people make laws like that? Because alcohol companies run it, tobacco companies run it, pharmaceutical, they already doing what I'm telling you we got to do. Don't get me
You
pissed
guys
off.
have medical card out here, right? You guys can go 10 plants?
with the medical card.
Indoor, outdoor, anywhere? Everything's in?
Yeah,
That's bogus.
out here.
I've been
See,
selling
what I-
water.
That's a
what I'm trying to
joke.
figure out as well. I'm like,
Most of the people that have bought seeds from me have claimed to be outdoor growers.
yes.
Well, everyone out here grows
Last 3
outdoor,
days, so I'm
whether they
just-
do it
I'm just
legally or
wondering,
not.
You know what I mean? They fly down helicopters, you got 10 plants up in there? Because I'm like, 10 plants to me, I'm from California, you know what I mean? On the old days, Prop 215. What was this, what did we start, 96?
Yeah, and I had 900 plants out.
96, yeah, we 900 plants. How many plants?
Supposedly federal, but so I mean, if there's multiple people in a household, I mean, you can stack the.
Well, yeah, you stack cards. We did that shit in Prop 215, SB 420 exempt, all that. I'm just wondering if you can grow 10 plants outside, because I could take 10, 15, 20 footers, and I'm smacking out. How much you guys really need? I'm just saying.
No, they
I mean,
need.
you know what I mean?
Hey, but I don't
Like,
like.
I'm not
Hey, you tell a tomato farmer that. You tell the strawberry
understand.
farmer that.
Yeah, right,
You tell
right.
it no. The reason I say yes for legal is because I don't want to see people who aren't medical going to jail for this anymore.
Well, you're absolutely
Stop
right.
that shit.
I get you on that.
I lost a lot of friends who went to jail.
But a lot of people take over, you know what I mean, once it goes recreational. Look at California. The value in how cannabis is
Because
valued
Big Pharma
is like-
is buying their
Yeah,
way.
Exactly.
But Big Pharma is buying their way in.
It's all shit. Every bit of it. Even the quality, everything. Even the big breeders who that I know,
Correct.
I'm not gonna mention no names, have sold the hell out the same way, man.
Come on, mention the name.
No.
So right now,
Let's not let him out until he says a name.
so right now there's a panel of action legislation
Yep.
next door.
Hey, we're done here. Let's sit early and let's march through there.
I don't mind.
Let's
if
go
we are
right.
the mob.
Let's
I don't
watch
give a shit,
right.
man.
Let's
I'm
watch.
just breeding.
Hey, the bunnies. Look at the bunnies. And you bunnies, you hop.
They're going to do a street, and then they're going to do a Q&A with the news. I'm talking the statewide news. I mean, everybody knows KITV, HNL. They're there right now. And whatever, instead of me talking, because you guys
It's a perfect opportunity for you guys
You
right
talk to
now.
there's 1 million people in Hawaii, so whatever's actually spoken there is going to be heard by everybody. So
Well, good, man. Hopefully they.
something to say. I mean,
Hey, but you know politicians, right? So they're over there lying to you.
well, they're the ones that actually want to.
They could be the pro candidate.
Well, there might be a good pro one, so you got to figure it out.
I mean, I got them here.
Yeah.
They're the ones that actually want to help this. That's why they're here.
Because that's why they're here?
Show up.
All right. Well, that's a valuable thing. I mean, you had a whole line out here, so there are the active people. I mean, look at that. That room's full.
Everybody
I'm,
wants to know.
I'm just back to the question what you're asking, you know what I mean? Why does everybody want recreational? You know what I mean? I've experienced too many things from recreational to medical from the days of straight black market where you did 20 years for a seed. I'm sitting in Vegas growing 5 times. You know what I mean?
Dude, illegal recreational
Yeah, exactly.
leads to
That's what I'm
illegal.
saying.
We all have to say illegal then.
You know what I mean? There's a balance
They're
in each
forcing
one.
black market.
Which way do you want to go with it?
Well, I would rather see it going because we got to figure it out either way. Do you want to stay illegal or do you want one?
I like to see rec for the people, but recreational destroys the small farmer in most states.
That's
And I've
what I'm saying.
operated in California, Mexico, Florida, Illinois, Arizona, Missouri, and Oklahoma. And I've seen most of those places go from medical to rec.
And everybody
from
plugs in
somebody
there.
in the industry, it destroys the industry. And that's why I asked it. Well, why do you want to go recreational? Because if you can get a medical card, if it's easy, and
Yeah.
you're not paying too high in taxes, which recreational you pay higher in taxes, and you can grow 10 plants, I can almost guarantee you if you go recreational, they're going to cut it down to 6 plants. You guys are going to be paying a shit more in taxes. And all of the small mom and pop people who started this industry, who got it off the ground, who have been supplying you all, are going to be going out of business in the first 12 to 24 months. Because big money will come in. And all of you people who are small-time producers, you're done. Because once recreational hits, if you are not vertically integrated, and I mean own seed to sale, you're done in 3 to 5 years.
This is the tourist.
And I'm sorry to say that, but it's going to.
Well, the business
small
end, yeah.
producer,
The business end
producer.
gets affected.
Yes.
But
It's a silo system. So the 3 dispensaries they have here in this island,
Mm-hmm.
they grow it, they manufacture it, they sell it.
See, they are seed to sale.
So if people here are not happy with the product,
It's Arizona.
prices they have,
That's Arizona.
they have no choice. So basically, this island, we got 3
Yeah.
dispensaries. Big Island 2, Maui 2, Kauai has 1. And that's it.
Well, I can tell you, you guys are setting yourself up for an extremely healthy black market to continue.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you're coming down.
and that's not bad. I don't miss black market. I love black market because I get cash right then. Government's out of my pocket. I just don't like getting arrested. That's all.
I mean, I'm a big medical guy. My whole breeding started so I could make better RSO for cancer patients. Because that's what I'm actually famous for in Northern California. My flower to me is the trash. I mean, it's grade A, top shelf stuff, but I want the seeds, and I turn all of my flower into RSO and donate it to cancer patients. I mean, you come to me, you have cancer, I'll give you 70 grams every day of the week. Never charge you a cent. I follow Rick Simpson's code with that. But for, all of us up here, these guys 20, 3 decades, and Christ, 20 more years than
40,
me.
47, yeah.
So we've been around, and we've got 100 plus years up here, and we've seen this, especially a few of us, for lack of a better term, my asshole used to pucker every time I heard a helicopter. I lived in the days where I used to worry about the DEA, the sheriff, and all that kind of stuff. I mean, shit, a helicopter still goes over, I hide under a tree.
You see the
That's what we
still do.
Correct. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Years
You
ago,
go
I
and
told
get-
my workers,
Yeah.
hey, the helicopter, don't go out and looking at it.
No, you get
Run
under a
under a
tree.
tree and hide
That's
there
it.
because they can't see
no
you.
movement.
And I've seen
I love
legacy and generational farmers in multiple states who thrive during medical. They build the industry. They support the industry. They produce amazing flour that is great for patients. And then everybody rushes to recreational. And, it sounds great. I mean, it's this sexy little package until you read it. And I hate to say this, but I guarantee you 99.9% of these people on the fence side of it. It's just what we don't do.
Hey, the
People don't do
politicians
it.
don't even read the
And the
bills.
thing is, at the end of it, after it's voted in, this is what most states have. I mean, at least 5 states that I've been in have done this. Once it's voted, then all of a sudden they make little changes. So, you voted to have 2.5 ounces, but, the governor, he wants it to be 1. You could have 20 grams of concentrate on you, but now it's 8. You can have 10 plants, but no, now it's 6. And all the packaging that you guys like, that's real sexy and looks great, well, all of a sudden, maybe not these people, but the clowns who are against it are going to tell you that, it's attracting children. and you got to do this.
The gummies.
And then it drives up, the price of everything, because some of this packaging alone is $5 to $7 just for the box. You think the company's eating that? No, you guys are. You guys are paying that. But nowadays in medical, they can keep them in their, cellophane or Mylar bags, and they can make real pretty designs. They call it all sorts of cool names. But I would just be real careful as to what you're presented when these people finally do put something on there. If you have your medical card, yeah, go ahead.
So I have a question. So were you guys pro-recreational in the beginning, or you guys were totally against it from the get-go?
First 2 states I was for it. Any state I'm in now that votes for recreational, I will never. Huh?
What states were that?
It was Arizona and California.
What about you, Ken?
Yeah, no, I'm in California. I'm in Oklahoma too.
Yep.
Oklahoma too, and I work with other farmers throughout the world.
What were you for the recreation Prop 64?
Yeah, I was actually for recreational, but I knew the politicians were going to screw it up at first because they were still our roadblock. But I figured that we can keep working at this, chipping away at them, and eventually the truth is going to rise to the top. And if we can just keep Big Pharma from, that's why I go when I testify to boards in Clear Lake. I say no. If you just stop and let a big farmer get 1 acre or 2 acres, but not 20 acres. We got a couple people about 20 acres, so they actually changed that. And then when they changed it, they eliminated medical. I went to several meetings saying, "No, you're not doing that." They said, "Oh yeah," and so I got an attorney. We fought it, and they gave us back medical. I grow 148 plants on the property, medical. They came. The code enforcement came just the other day. Well, I mean, you sure you can grow this many? I said, yeah. Our doctors give us a prescription that says we can grow 48. California law says for medical 48. So the judge ruled no, you can't eliminate medical. So now we got medical back.
So in the beginning, because you was pro-rec, were you pro-rec because of the dollar side, and then you realized, oh shit, fuck everything up, and now...
I was never pro-rec.
I was pro-rec because I really got tired of everyone I know growing, was getting so many arrested, losing everything, smash and grab. I remember one family where the son was growing. He got caught, pulled over. They took the mom and dad in. Said, "You know your son was growing?" "Yeah, but he was medicine. I thought it was okay." "No, it wasn't okay. He's selling on the black market." And they told the father, "Look, we don't want to take your 17-year-old and have to do all this. If you plead guilty, you do 10 years, we'll leave your son alone." He was a good father. He pled guilty. And that was the sweetest, nicest guy. I was like, man, they're putting too many good people away. It's not gangsters we're putting away. It's not the cartel. I've been in meetings saying, why don't you guys go after the cartel? I'll tell you where half of them are. We all know where they are. We know they're cartel guards out in the mountains. They said, no, that's your guys' problem. They want to go after the low-hanging fruit. We're peaceful people. We smoke the herb. We're peaceful. We do our jobs. We save our money. So they can take our money from us, our homes from us, our vehicles. I've lost all my stuff. 200 acres, 5 homes, my boat, my plane. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff, but I moved a lot of weed.
Yeah, just to piggyback off what Ken is saying, we just need to support the small farmers, because if Coca-Cola and Heineken start putting out all this cannabis, then it's just going to get worse and worse and worse for the end consumer.
That's the thing also about that. They don't grow good weed.
Yeah, we need craft cannabis.
Just like the beer. Same thing as the beer. That's same as good wine. That's really where I want to see it go.
Oh, very much so. I would love that.
Boutique.
I run through the state of California and Los Angeles. They got many facilities I mess with. They're all bullshit.
Meaning what?
They don't care. All they care about is lemon cherry gelato, pushing out, turn and burn, dude. Let me do it here. Powder mill, let me spray it with some fucking air compressors and all this other shit. Spray it with some turfs on to get out the fucking door. That's all Cali is right now in Southern California. All of them.
All going to
They destroyed everything. Real estate agents, motherfucking insurance people, all these fucking fools come in. I dealt with them. I've been dealing for years dealing with them, growing and breeding their genetics and shit, and I watched it all. It's just gone to shit. I mean, I'm saying that.
No, it almost ruined the industry.
And put people in jail. We don't want people in jail. We don't want shit getting fucked up anymore. I'm sorry. But recreational has fucking destroyed the value of cannabis in California, where California was the epicenter of fucking cannabis. We were the geneticists, man. We were the ones. Ken, you changed the game to the whole fucking world, and it's just kind of forgotten in a way. You know what I mean? It's there, but these fools don't care. I can name 15 people right now and pull up pictures of them all. Not to say some snitch shit or something, but I'm saying you guys are all douchebags. I know you all, and you all want my shit, and I've bred for you for years and shit, but your shit is garbage. Everything you touched. But then you want packs and you want to sell them to everybody, dude. You want 1,800, 1,600, and get the fuck out of here. And then you're gonna drop to 300. Devalue every bit of anything of us craft farmers are doing within focusing on cannabis. Hold on. Like straight the fuck up. I watch it every single day. I'm in the black market. I still move packs. I still move it all. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I'll never lie about that shit.
Well, speaking to camera.
It's fucked up.
I move packs.
It just sucks. You know what I mean?
I do. I know. You're right. No, it's been ugly. I've been dealing with. I've been in city council meetings for 30 fucking years, and these people are just criminals. They know what they're doing.
They just want the green rush, and then they're broke, and they spend millions of dollars, and then come back crying. I do it at BizCon, all the suits, all the shit. I'm like,
They make it hard.
man, fuck
Especially
you.
for like
Straight up, I'll tell the kid, fuck you. You don't do that shit.
They're cheering for you. They heard it.
Good, cheer for me, homie.
Fuck you.
I'm an old ass motherfucker in Los Angeles, fam. I don't care. Like, fuck them too if they're not with it. Like, you guys want to take, so I don't want to see that happen in Hawaii. I don't want to see it happen anywhere. Recreational is good at certain points. It can be if you're for the people for it. Where's someone in that's going to bring in for the people? Really for the people and be here. You can make money off it. Anybody can. You know what I mean? Don't you want to die of Pepsi sometimes?
No.
That's you, smart ass. Here you go.
But just like what he's saying, like
No, you're right,
it gets worse and worse because if you think about it, they're already talking about like where they're growing in Thailand, and they're talking about selling license to license, where they're shipping from Thailand to New York, and people will work out there for $2 an hour because their currency is different. So we're devaluing cannabis as it goes on, and you're not supporting the craft farmers, the cats who are really putting in passion to the plant. And that's why.
Yeah,
we're up
but
here,
I
you
do
know?
believe, though, that is going to resolve itself over time.
True.
Because our genetics and what I grow, other people can't compete with. I mean, I'm at this level here. So, but I grow small amounts. I stay.
Genetics and flower, it's two different things. Like the genetics will stay, but the flower is getting oversaturated.
People forgot about
Correct.
genetics because of the shitty flower that's coming out. And it's an
Oh, it's the horrible stuff.
From Asians to fucking, like I said, the real estate motherfuckers. I know so many people that invested. And there's 15 people in the pot, and they won, and they're popping out 200 fucking pounds every 14 days. LCG. But I get them on, I'm sitting in the meeting, and I'm watching them all, and they're all fighting against each other because each one's taking 2, 3, 4,000, 2, 3, 4,000 out of your pocket. You got 15 motherfuckers, and they keep going, And all they want is purple. I want purple candy, purple candy, purple candy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me get this, let me get purple candy. Oh, I need this. And like Oreos, oh, fuck that, fuck this, fuck.
But that's
It's all
what brought us
garbage,
to the
and then
genetics.
it comes down to $250
Yeah.
a pound. Then you got indoor pounds, 250. The motherfucking Asian over there wants to sell all of them underneath you, do it for 150.
Well,
Take
the black
all
market's
500,
thriving because the legal market has just
And
fucked the game
very much
by
so.
the hurdles they put in front of us.
And the legal market has come out the back door that all the packs are serving.
But guess what? I see a lot of people going to city
Oh,
councils.
I got a question. So,
Run it.
I've been to LA a few times, and when you go to the vape district, I mean, there's all the knockoff bags.
Fucking right.
Everything's there knocked off, right? So,
Yeah.
then you talk about all these Asian growers, and you go to these warehouses, they let you in.
Yeah, fuck with all, do all the distros, yeah.
And it's cheap, right? And all guys are doing is just throwing in the packages. So, do you think a lot of the social media influencers that are blowing up like backpack boys and stuff
Yep.
like that? Well, get that hype out there, right? And now all we got is guys saying it what it is, right? Throwing it in their bags.
You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy cookie package on
Of course,
Amazon.
but they're taking LCG and they're putting it in there calling it backpack boys gear.
Yeah.
They're calling it Zerbers. All they're taking their cuts. And but
That's my rap because it drops the value of everything. Guys just grab bags from downtown LA,
Yeah.
throw it and call it what it is.
yeah, third in Los
What?
Angeles, you're down there getting all the bags you want. My boys can print up anything you want. I got them all day. I got wholesalers all day print up anything
And
you
I
want.
know people doing this kind of stuff that I
Right.
don't really like. And what they say is, dude, there's a lot of new people here that don't know about your bomb shit.
No.
So we can sell our shit to them. And you know what? We sell to them, and they'll probably come to your stuff later when they want stronger stuff. Well, that's not even right. It's like, let me try to give somebody an inferior product until they catch on. And I can make my money then.
Well, it's happening everywhere. I'm from the Midwest, and you know the Asians, Chinese people, they're doing the same thing. So it's not just
Oklahoma.
in California.
No, well, that's where all the
Oklahoma,
packs are
the
going.
Asian,
To
the shaking,
Chicago,
yes,
New
very
York,
much
it's all
so.
going there.
But it's there now. It's just starting there now.
Yeah.
That market's just blowing up. They're just giving license. So they're still, when they first do it, even in California did this, the laws suck. They set up rules and regulation. You can't even go qualify. If one person complains, it's complaint driven. One person complains, your garden is done. You're not getting your license. Well, that was my neighbor. He hates me anyway. He hates pot. Just because he comes to this meeting and complains, how come I can't get the license? And then I see some suits and ties and lawyers come in, and they working for this guy, Big Pharma, for the big guys in our industry who have lots of money, and they get a 20-acre grow. And I'm saying, how did he get it? And all these people I try to defend and fight for just a 1-acre grow, they can't get it. So, I mean, it's a problem with our look at our political system is fucked up. If you're a cannabis person, you understand it. We've been persecuted and prosecuted long enough. I at least chipped away at the prosecution. So at least now the persecution has to stop. Quit looking at me like I'm a stoner, I'm a pothead, I'm something less than. I'm actually smarter than you'd think. This is a gateway drug, not even drug, it's a gateway medicine to a healthy lifestyle. When I use cannabis, I feel better. I eat better. I sleep better. How is that not helping my quality of life? You got a little what? Is that well, is that a little bit in that Pepsi bottle there?
The thing, let me see this. The thing I dislike, you know what I mean, from recreational to medical. When I'm going from the medical days of everything, even before that. We're going 94, 95, 96. We're hiding everything, you know what I mean? From Washington State all the way down.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't speak on this. What I experienced in Los Angeles, it goes back to what I was talking about, with everybody growing packs, certain facilities, everybody's backdooring shit. Everybody out there has the herpes of cannabis, as I call it, as powder mildew. Everybody. Everybody got bugs, and they're all backpacking or backdooring every single fucking thing. Fake COAs constantly. Fake COAs. Anybody in California can fake a COA. There's no official checking it. I'm not saying I'm pro for fucking any kind of official.
Yeah.
But you're giving these people, because I know how you are about medicine. And it's always been that way with the Prop 215 days. All of it is dirty as shit, put in the jars and then sent over to this dispensary that has this big influence on everybody. And all of it's garbage ass weed with spider mites and serum and the fucking hops and powder mildew. Every fucking where. And you're getting it, you think it's clean because, you know what I mean, has a metric fucking sticker on it. They're backdooring your COA, which is a certificate of analysis, to make sure it's clean. But they're just taking one that was clean and they keep recycling it every fucking 90 days because in California you only need it like every 90. So you take a good craft pack, send them up enough into it, the same strain to call it that, or flip the strains. Everybody's LCG, but it's runs. But it's lemon, or I mean fucking Sunset Sherbet, or even Grandaddy Purp. I seen it. I see so many motherfuckers send GDP and I'm like, you are just liars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to me it's just messed up from medical to rec. How is it going to be here when you guys do that? You guys gonna, you know what I mean, regulate it?
That's there's always been companies trying to come here and get a foothold,
Mm-hmm.
and we've been pretty good at like
holding it down.
Filtering that out. Yes, you don't have the right attitude here. Like people won't fuck with you. Like
Perfect.
It's the way it is. You know what I mean?
Correct.
Sure, but if you got $200 million, $300 million, it's a different story.
That's for sure.
But like someone said earlier, Hawaii is such a great name that if I was going to a store that said, I got some Hawaiian something, I would give that serious consideration because this is a bomb-ass place to grow. So, I mean, that's what they're worried about. The big money people are going to say, what, it's open in Hawaii? You watch, you open up in Hawaii, just let's dream about this. All of a sudden next week they say, all right, we're going to give away as many licenses as you guys want. Come here and grow everywhere.
That was Oklahoma.
Yeah, I know, they did.
That was Oklahoma. I'm saying the same thing. That was Oklahoma. Yeah, every ran to the Oklahoma Trail. Like, peace out.
Yeah, but I got a spot out in Oklahoma, and we got the license, and a lot of people don't. They're all getting turned away now. They got code enforcement, people showing up, they got some little nick on you, and boom, and now shut down. Well, we spent $2 million, we spent $3 million. I don't care, you don't get the license. I mean, I feel blessed that we got approved, because at any time they could have said no after I had partners and people with money, and what am I going to do, apologize to all these guys? So it's still a battle. That's why, I mean, I started off with genetics as the most important game, but the second one is political. This is not legal yet. It's not for us yet. At any time, this can turn around.
How bad is it on like the federal side? You guys have to deal with that shit a lot.
Yeah, of course, we can't put money in banks.
Yeah.
They want to make us say cash. Why? Because if you get raided, they take your cash. It's easier than that than trying to go to your bank account.
You figure out, is that just like price of business?
Being genetics people,
They're trying to hold us
don't have
back.
an issue.
Because if it's legal, all the money, I'm kind of glad that the feds didn't legalize it to one point, because once they do, all the big money's going everywhere. It'll be here too. Now we have to start fighting against them. So right now we're fighting against the government. Soon, when it's like in Oklahoma, boom, they made everybody flooded there, and they're keeping the people who look successful, who have money, who are paying politicians, who are playing the game. Don't think that these politicians aren't being paid by us. We are. People kind of get in the store, they make you. Otherwise, we're going to vote here in the city council. Last time we voted, there's 1 in favor of you and 5 against you. So, or 6 against you because maybe it's 7, and there's always a deciding vote. So then you find someone who's friendly with marijuana, you pay them 2, and next thing you know, you go out to the next city council meeting, now 3 people are on your side, but you're still 1 away. So then you work on that. I mean, I've dealt with this stuff for years where finally I get my license, finally I paid the right people. I didn't know how else to play the game. They make you play it that way. So there's a big criminal element in our government everywhere, in every state, in California, here.
Yeah, I think you want to keep Hawaii, you know, like if you kind of compare it just to the real estate, like don't you guys have like locals who kind of get pushed out of Hawaii because they can't afford the price to buy a home, or generations that go on? Yep. Yeah, so I think that will happen to the cannabis industry as well. It's a real estate battle, like he was saying, 20 acres, people can't buy 1. So you guys are going to get slowly pushed out by someone who just comes and puts all these $20-30 million down, and you're going to slowly get pushed out because the locals can't afford to play ball here.
Correct.
See, I can't afford it in Los Angeles. Don't get me bugged up.
And it's the city council members who want the money because they're making these decisions. And when the big guy comes with money, they can't help it. They're hooked. That money is their drug because they get to go get elected again, reelected. They always tell me, "Ooh, Ken, I do have my campaign coming up soon." All right, Jim, how much you need?
As well, so expensive where a local person can't really afford it. So, like, say for instance, to apply for a dispensary or something like that, it would be $20,000 just for an application fee, and it's non-refundable.
You don't get drawn, you still don't get your money back.
Right?
Exactly.
And then you don't have a Mexico too.
But in Mexico, it's $1,000 just to apply, and they have whole different regulations. You know what I mean? So,
And thousands of people applying, making $1 million for the city.
That's my life.
I want to go back to
That's how I think.
I want to go back to your federal question though about money and banking. What Ken's talking about, these guys, at the federal level, yeah, still illegal. But for flower, if you're a dispensary, if you're a cultivation facility, you are going to have safes full of money. And in places like California and other states, they have almost like Fort Knox structures with big cash trucks that come and pick up, and there are buildings.
Armed trucks
with
come and pick it up, yeah.
Just, you can't even imagine how much cannabis cash.
And he got fools
Now-
on the 210 robbing people.
Now, genetics, the 2018 Farm Bill classified everything with less than 0.3% THC as a hemp product. So, if you don't already know, there's no such thing in this world anymore as a cannabis seed. They're all hemp. And hemp is federally legal.
And
So,
contains no
for
THC.
banking,
You can legally do all that.
my banking is through Chase. My
Boo.
merchant statements, yeah, not great, but they are the easiest to deal with. Yeah, Chase sucks. I hate them, but guess what? They have no problem dealing with hemp. They are all over the United States, and Chase is one of the few banks. And I'm just going to say this: if you have a $500,000 deposit put in your Chase account, they don't shut your account down because it's not a liability, because they're large enough to handle those kind of deposits. You go to your local bank, and all of a sudden 300,000 or 400,000, 1.1 million shows up in your account. You get shut down.
And I got
So-
plenty of people who got shut down with Venmo. You got Venmo and Bitcoin, and they'll go after that stuff. And I've had people clean out Venmo accounts.
It was one of the originals with that. Venmos, PayPals, I've been shut down. I was doing green dot cards. I did a $500,000 just on green dot cards.
I'm banned for life.
Right?
From Venmo, PayPal,
Man,
Stripe,
done.
Square, life.
Done.
My wife can't even pay with my credit card
Nope.
through her PayPal
Nope.
account. It will reject it.
And I've ran every social security number of my whole family. Trust me. We are shut down. I've been running it. You cannot get nothing. And PayPal was like, nah.
But now, seeds are hemp.
Right.
All seeds are hemp.
And all the
Until-
other
that's
homies
it.
now are moving it through that, those money transfer programs on the apps and stuff, and they're allowed to do it. I'm like, but now I'm so flagged that we can't come back.
yeah.
But that's a game. It's a game, though.
I know.
They're playing a game.
Of course they
Because
are.
at any time, they can just switch that up and say, guess what now?
Right.
We know what you guys are doing. We know you're moving your THC and calling it hemp, and then that...
But we have COAs from tests. There's nothing. I mean, all of my seeds are tested.
Unless
All
they,
of them.
unless they grab...
But it's what you need. But it is what you need. It's what you need.
It's how you have to play the game.
That's it. You
Play
have
the
your
fucking
COAs.
game.
Here, nothing. 0%. These are hemp seeds. Prove me wrong.
You're gonna go through all that rigorous testing right now? Go ahead, run it.
Go ahead.
Run it. Let me out and go do the
But
test.
my bank account-
Hey,
Just
dude,
genetics.
if they arrest
My
you, and if they
merchant
do
statements,
find it, and
destiny
they will
genetics.
say, okay,
So-
there's enough money here for us to pursue it. Let's get it tested. And maybe they get a mud on their face, and you sue them and get your money back. Because that happened to people like that. There's plenty of
Oh, very much so.
medical. I've sued them before in Lake County and got money back. I have an insurance company that paid me money once when I got robbed. So I mean, it's got weird. It's got such moving parts of the puzzle that how is this going to work out? That's why next door is a very important thing. Talking to people who are making these decisions. How can we make it? We can't. Or run for office. Do something. We have to stay politically active. That really is what I see as a solution.
Embedded into the system. There has to be other people. And you just said.
Yeah.
They have to embed themselves into the system. They wonder if they're going to fight for this. You know what I mean? It's like,
that's what they count.
Out with it to go listen to it. It's like, I understand what he's saying about rugby. We've already had this discussion out of this room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I believe what he wants. And I see what he wants for it. Like, we all do. We all want it to be grand and great. But that's not the way it works. No matter what we do.
Or how about just a fair system? It's not fair. It's all twisted.
I definitely would love to have that. Wouldn't we all? We don't want rainbows and butterflies. That's not the fucking way it goes.
Yeah, I live in
It
a
sucks.
I don't really like butterflies.
They scare me.
Yeah, just jump in. Don't worry about being just jump in.
Especially like a unique market, I think it's agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. But it's like you said, it's locals being active and all that shit. So once you kind of just turn it over and think somebody else is handling it, like you said, just that's when things go out.
Cricket.
I live in a town where there's a small little place called Moss Landing, and over there, all the growers that grow indoor grow on one compound with multiple grows over there. And there's talks of Burner coming to buy this whole compound for $40 million or something. That right there is just an example how that could just wipe out our town with just cookies again. You know what I mean? And for the record, nobody cares about cookies.
Yeah, boo!
What happened to the local farmers? You know, it's just
Mobley's out the name.
Hey, Burner, he said it. He said it.
He's done going for it.
Well, I know what you guys talk about when you guys talk about when cookies comes into the trade shows and
It's okay. Say what you want,
cookies
brother.
clubs, I mean, they take up a huge part of the showroom, and it's just a buzz, and they got, everything is cookies, and then you walk around, almost every other booth has something to do with cookies, and I mean, the big trade shows in Vegas, so I can understand what you guys mean when you guys got big brands like that, but that's what people are into now. Yeah, they see the trend, right?
Well, he said social media. That's what's driving it.
Always. Very much
And they're getting educated by people who are telling them lies. We have people in our industry lying to their clients as well.
Open
So
source
it's time for-
is closed. It's killed the game. It's killed everything. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
I've been on Instagram, dude, since it was models, and I caught my ex-wife looking at some dude, and he was like resume kind of shit for Vogue. And I'm starting dropping seeds, start doing that. So I'm telling you right now, open source media, especially Instagram, has destroyed cannabis. I don't care. That's my opinion. That's everything to it. My experience. I've been on for a long time. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people, like followers, taking down from me.
Yeah.
It has destroyed
But-
cannabis. Period.
But we're not going to get rid of social media.
No.
So is there a way of doing it? I mean, can these people make money on doing this that doesn't have to destroy us? So it's not there now, but I still think I'm in a hope. I'm a hopeful guy.
Business is like that. You have the initial flood of
Correct.
a ton of brands, but then slowly they start to put themselves out because people start coming less to it.
Well, look at Instagram. Instagram's a one takeover of the world. It just destroys everybody. I'm not saying the platform. I'm saying you can put up what Cannabis, all those ones. Anyone that keeps coming back. Look, even Burning this social club.
Yeah.
Dead. You can't do nothing. You put your shit up, dude. Nobody likes your shit. Nobody cares. Everybody runs back to the Instagram. Everybody.
But
Yeah.
on Instagram, like social media, you used to see commercials for random products, right?
Yeah.
They look really good. But now we all know that they don't work. When I see certain ads pop up or people testing shit,
Skip.
I already know that's not working. So it's like, I feel like we could go that way too. The cannabis could go that way too. It's like, well, we start picking up, okay, that's so-and-so being plugged this way, so obviously it's not an inferior product.
Instagram has let me start advertising seeds again. I was shadow banned for almost 2 years, but I can do paid ads for seeds now. I figured out how to do it and not get violations and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's
Hey, that's why you go to these
I
events.
have the secret.
A whole new thing, so it's
But you go to these events
I've been
now.
shadow banned for years, man.
But you go to these events now, and you know what you don't see at the events is buds. We got seeds. We got these picks and axe and shovels. And we got packaging. And
products.
it's like where'd the fucking weed go? We can't sell weed. We can't show you weed. No. Can we smoke it here? No. And when we first had these events, I went to the first High Times, the first all stuff. We used to have to go to Amsterdam to these events. Once we started having the first few here, and High Times came here, and there's just a few people. Many times the police walked through. I remember having my bag, the guy carrying my suitcase, rolling along. His name was Tony. I had my booth, and I said, "Okay, Tony, yeah, let's go. Bring the booth, bring the weed in. I'm gonna see if we can't because I have these little containers. I give a gram of my Grandaddy Purp away, just because once people try it, then they come back. And so he wheeled it in. And next thing I look over there, oh, the police are coming right towards my booth. I said, Tony, get that bag out of here.
Right.
And I watch him walking. He walks right by them, and they come to me and they take my little tin of cannabis and they put it on the table. Is this yours? I said, it does say Grandaddy Purp. Yes, this is my container. And he opens up and I said, oh, there's weed in there? Oh, no, I don't know who put that in there. So maybe the guy, where did you get it from? Maybe he put the weed in. But, so we have to lie. We have to play games. We have to stay one step ahead of the law.
I cleared my whole table out of the cannabis cup. Grabbed the whole thing right there, right? I'm just standing, just dumped it right behind us, and we just stood there. Everything's behind us. Like, straight the fuck up, they just walked by. They're looking at us, looking at everything. MVDs were on us.
Hey, but we're kind of rebels at first. I remember having this big thing, booth in Oakland. I had lines right there, and then the police came to shut me down. They said, you can't sell weed here. I said, it's a cannabis event. What are you talking about? You can't sell weed. The cops are standing there with their arms folded. But we didn't give up. These guys walk right in between the cops, hand me money. I give them a bud right between the cops.
And that's why Kim is the mob father. I'm trying to tell you that right now, because I remember watching it and I'm like, this man is just about it. He don't care. You know what I mean?
I do care. I care that they're wrong. I have the added advantage, like Kissinger said, I have the added advantage of this being the truth.
On the medical side, we prove to the government and other people the medical benefits of the plant.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Now, as soon as we did do that, they came in and they took over. I am for recreational because I am the small mom and pop guy. It's just me and my old lady. I've been doing this since 2008. As much as I am for recreational, the thing that's killed our community, not the small mom and pops out, and the guys that there were in the beginning improving the medical part, was when recreational came. Which came back to your point, the big boys with the money come in, they don't care about our medical views.
Not one bit.
They don't care about us. They don't care about the caregiver who sat there and fought for everyone. They're going to come in and they're going to build up this nice big cookie store.
They care about the money.
All the things you talked about, the mom and pops that were here fighting for the medicinal purposes.
There you go.
Proving that we needed this to get off our pain pills, deal with our MS and all the other bull stuff that we got to deal with is now gone out the window. That's the sad fact of our industry, is the medical part's getting left out now, and it's all about recreational. Well, I am a patient, and I need this, and I work with people and patients. And that's the whole sad part of the industry. Screw the internet. Let's get back to the medicinal part of all this, and that's what the plant was doing for us.
You want a chair?
All got lost.
You want a chair?
Well, no. It's not lost. You're speaking on it. Yeah, that was great. You were speaking on it, though. We already proved it to them. But we now have to get the politicians who are taking the money from these guys. And it's about the money. And how are you letting the big guy in? If some big guy gets in, I guarantee you he bought his way in. Over the rest of us. And he'll ruin our shit. He don't care. He don't care if you're medical. He wants money.
Just as a heads up about our governor, it's an actual thought there, and it's proven he's taking money from Big Pharma, just sitting in the chair he is now. So, I mean, I don't like Mike said, we don't know where it's going, right? It's 50-50, so.
Yeah, it's about the plant, not the money.
Well, these people next door, they could be for marijuana. They're for it, great, but what is their price tag to let the big company in?
So they were the ones who actually established the bill.
Yes.
To be able to host,
Sure.
so that you guys can actually sell seeds now. And then they were also the beginning.
What do you mean to actually sell seeds?
Because we can already do
I can
things.
sell seeds anywhere I
The
want.
feds already changed that.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Before 2018?
Ah, got it, okay.
And these guys actually gave it a lot of the bills here.
And they may be the best people in the world for cannabis, but at the end of the day, if it comes down to it and they've got big money sitting on there, a briefcase full of money, saying, we need a license, what is the price tag on their head?
What?
Do you guys write label?
No.
Yes.
No, I don't.
What was the question?
White label.
Oh, white label? No. That's what we're completely.
I mean, I can tell you, as far as recreational, the only reason I ever released my genetics to the world was because of recreational cannabis in California.
and then that's when you were pro.
I wasn't pro. I've never been pro, but what I did in California was I spent a fortune on a facility on my property in 2017 that met every requirement for legalization.
But
I was ready for my cottage permit, and then all of a sudden, January 1, 2018, when the bill kicks in, well, we're going to change the land requirement you need for your zoning. So it's no longer one acre. You need to be on 5 acres. And that was the last time I ever voted for recreational because I screwed myself out of $350,000 that I spent on my personal 1,400 square foot facility. And I went from selling my pounds for $2,800 to $3,600 depending on the dispensary, making my seeds and working with some facilities and letting them have beans and everything and grow, to being out of business. In one day, I went from legal to illegal again because they changed, and that's what I'm talking about, changing the bill and the rules on you. They'll do it. I mean, I was set up perfect, spent everything I had to make the most amazing, beautiful, clean, lab-style breeding facility you could. And in the matter of 1 minute, from 11:59 on December 31st to midnight, January 1st, I was now a black market grower and seller again. And so, on top of that, okay, I dealt with that. I did what I needed to do. But then on top of that, you get into this recreational, and you have people out there, big money comes in, who owns seed to sale, and they all of a sudden drop the price down to $200, $300, $400, $500 a pound, which really isn't the price that they're selling it for because they own seed to sale, so they're still growing it and selling it.
price of the eighths and grams haven't went down.
Yeah.
For years now, I watched the price of the pounds go down, but I see them still $60 an eighth, 55. Wait a minute, I used to charge that when I bought.
80 in LA.
When I paid $4,000 a pound of bomb weed. Now it's $1,300.
Yeah,
And the price is still a $60 eighth.
If that's why Hawaii's market your weed.
Yeah, certain strains.
I'm saying certain strains. Come on.
But that's why Hawaii's market is still good because like not too long ago, all my flower was going to fly. Pounds are still high. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest though. Like, let's be honest. Like, we gotta bring.
Like they say, the street value of the eight or whatever is still.
But you know what doesn't change? The price of seeds. I don't care if a pound is 400 or 4,000. I'm still getting 10 to 12 bucks a bean.
Yeah.
We just
and that right there was my shift when that happened because I had to stay legal and I had been breeding for a while. I had genetics and I finally looked. I went home from LA one day after leaving a very large facility. Got back to my home up north and I looked at my wife and I said, I'm doing the wrong thing. Flower's dead. Seeds.
Yeah.
And from that, I literally sat on GoDaddy, built a website, and within like 2 hours of going live, sale, 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 sale. And I went, oh shit.
Shit, go to Oklahoma, man.
I was in Oklahoma.
1,000 master growers and they're all under the age of 25.
No, they're a bunch of master growers wearing cookies hats because they think it's cool.
They bought the T-shirt master grower.
I have breeds going in Oklahoma, and I'm telling you right now, I'm not getting involved in none of that. I've had so many opportunities, so much money thrown at me. There's no fucking way.
It's almost like Oklahoma looked at California and said, hold my beer, I can screw cannabis up more than California.
All my homies left.
And
Everybody
they
in the
did.
black market, everybody who went off and got broke because what recreational did in California for a lot of people, Southern California I'm going to speak on, is took away from everybody's families. It killed everybody's families. I don't give a shit from gangsters to just college workers, everybody that was in the medical days, all the cannabis cups, everything we were doing, and it was a community for real. It was really love.
No, like you said, when they changed laws on us,
Yes,
and fucked
they
us, guess
did.
what? They pushed us back to the
Everybody
streets.
was fucked.
Pushed us back to the streets.
They did the
Homeless.
same thing to the caregiver system.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. They just took it.
No, but
It's like here.
but in California where I'm at, I get the care. We fought the law. We said no. We paid an attorney. We went to the judge. The judge ruled yes, you can't close down medical. So now you can still be a caregiver. I've got my medical and 5 other medicals. And you're saying, well, kid, you've been in this for years. How come you don't have the license? Man, they make it hard to get. I had to fight for the medical. Then they took it away and they gave it back. But I had to go to court and fight that. And it was, if lucky I had the energy to fight this shit. A lot of people are dealing with real illness and real injury, illnesses. And they can't just go and fight this shit. Can't go to city council meetings. They can't get attorneys. They can't You know, so it's a difficult game to
And
play.
so it's got criminal fucking records. Let's keep it real. We got criminal shit that's been against us. Arrested, fucking beat by cops, ran through your fucking house. PTSD shit that's fucked up. Like, dude, I'm 45, homie, and I've been through some shits for this plant. And everybody else is out here smoking joints like it's cool and just chilling at a fucking bus stop. Like, man, I'm like, whoa.
So it's genetics.
I'm still tripping.
I just want to say one thing real quick. I just want to say that the mob is a great example of like what you should do. Because look at us, we're all smaller guys that came together as one. You know what I mean? Like we are all here from all different places on the U.S. I mean, California, Chicago, L.A., Oakland, Cali to Missouri. Like we are the example of like let's bring the little guys together. We're a powerhouse more together. I mean, we got legends right here, Ken from GDP, and we're bringing people together to make it. We're giving the example like. If we bring the small farmers from Hawaii together to make a big farm, then you got that big brand, but with everybody's little part of it together instead of the one guy that just comes and wipes it out.
Yeah, but then you said
You had a question.
right? Everyone's together and then Bernard comes and it's like, oh, here's 40 million. I mean, yeah, 3 or 4 might want to hold out, but if the majority wants the dollar, everybody's gonna
Look, and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with making money. I mean, in a sense,
That's a good thing.
I mean, making money is a great thing, but you can still keep some morals. You can still represent the planet and be true to what you did.
How much money are you making on that collective that you're already do within that facility or that grounds that you're doing it on? Isn't that enough for you? If you're making $20,000-$30,000, I'm just saying, $40,000 a month.
Not for someone who spent $40 million. They got 3 investors. All these guys got money, and they want accountability every month. How much are we making? And it forces them to shark us.
Be content. Hawaii is what I grew, dude. Like I said, I was born on the Big Island. I spent some of my childhood here. Always come back to it. Enough was enough. It's one I learned here, dude. It was just like love and content. People were content. You guys were cool living in some slippers and some fucking, you know what I mean, platform house with no fucking doors on it. I remember that shit. Out in the woods the jungle, what the fuck you would call this, man? Rainforest, whatever it is. Listen, man, we were all out there just living life. To be a stoner was to be a stoner. I watched Los Angeles, man. The gangsters came in and everything else, dude, to approach it. And it's all gangbanging and everything else. And we're taking this weed and fuck you. Now they're all broke as fuck working Jack in the Box because recreational came in. They don't got their Benzes, their Rollies, their whole shit is ghost. None of them, nothing. They're done.
So it's how they structure it when they do recreation?
Say again?
How they structure the bill?
Very much so. How do they want it? Are they for the people or are they against the people?
They're generally designed to run the small person out.
But you have to read the bills. You have to read the bills because what they do is they might lure you in.
Yeah.
And then when
The revision.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. They draw up a fairy tale and you end up with a horror story.
Yeah.
At the end. I mean, that's what it is, and that's why that question came out.
After that, nobody
That's it.
follows along, right?
Yep.
Past the second reading, they make the
And
adjustment.
you get the commercials.
It's all right. First, love exploit. Then after the first hearing, right, nobody's gonna go because that's so good. But then behind closed doors, okay, we gotta take this word out, put this word in. Second reading, it passed, but everybody agrees. Let's change this, right? Then by the time I think it hits, it passed the Senate, passed the House. By the time it gets to the governor, half the bill's rewritten, right? Everyone's forgot about it.
Correct.
They just did that in Ohio. Ohio was the last state to go recreational. They passed it with 2.5 ounces or 3 ounces a person can have on them. It was like 14 or 15 grams of concentrate and could grow 12 plants. As soon as that hit the governor's desk. Now, thank goodness the House and the Senate can override the governor there.
Right.
But the governor wanted to strip it down to 3 plants, 1 ounce, 7 grams of concentrate. Basically cut it more in half and less than half than what everybody voted for. And that was within his, power. Thank God the Senate and the House local stepped up and didn't let him do it. But that's the people voted. And then the man who's supposed to sign the bill goes in and does whatever his free will is.
I think we have to do a lot of people too are pro Second Amendment, right? So they don't want a medical card because once you get your card, you have to relinquish something. So you want your card or you want your firearm.
Not where I live.
Yeah, that's
It's so in Hawaii, and then if you relinquish your card, you gotta wait a whole year before you can even apply.
In Missouri, when you get your card, they give you an AR.
Now in other states where you have a medical card and you can't get a firearm?
Oh, that's, I mean, that's never an that's not an issue in
With
a red
cannabis,
state.
yeah, some places, if you have cannabis, you can't have firearms.
Yep.
They come in,
California.
if someone says something like maybe an employee is pissed off, you fired him, and go to the police, hey, he's got a firearm in there, a rifle. They go in there and find it, you are getting fined, and I'll bet your facility's being closed. Maybe you can reopen it, maybe you can fight it, but,
The,
you know.
the farthest at our facilities that the security guard could have went at that time, he couldn't go past the certain part of the door with that strap.
Yeah.
I think here too, whatever dispensary there are, security
Can't go past a certain point, right?
everything be armed.
Why don't you just decriminalize it, man? Forget all the legalization and shit, state to state and all the battles. Just criminalize it. Come on.
Yeah.
Just let it be. Let it just be what it is.
Well, federally, that's what will happen.
Yeah, that's what it is going to happen. But
It'll be a
decriminalize it.
decriminalization.
Yeah, that's what we
Yeah,
want.
but the moment they do that, that's when the big money does. That's when our biggest
You're
fight.
absolutely right.
That's when we have a fight on our hands to keep the boutique people together. But I've seen beer industries and wine industries do it. There's still big giant wine industries, but I live in the Napa area. In Napa, there's vineyards everywhere, and they're all making money.
And with facilities too, because a lot
And
of
there's-
them are leasing out space. At least in Sonoma, they could do it.
Yeah.
The wineries could lease out space to cannabis growers, and they could put facilities on the on some of the vineyards.
Eventually they'll have wine tasting. I already talking to these people. They can't wait till they get the pot testing and wine testing. Weed, wine, and chocolate.
Oh, it's
They didn't
over.
have any dispensaries when I was there in wine country.
Or what?
They didn't have any dispensaries, they told me.
Really?
In Napa?
Napa, Arsenal.
Oh, they're up there now.
Oh yeah.
Well, even Cookie's up there now. I went to their opening.
There we go again.
There you go.
There's no limit for someone at home who wants to make wine. They can make as many barrels as they want, can't they?
I don't know that.
But
I would
it's
think-
5 gallons.
Huh?
It's 5 gallons per distilled or a malted for any distilled beverage, and then you get into federal stuff.
But I do see that show, the whiskey guys, the guys who
And they're-
bootleggers, and these guys tell you, oh, we're bootlegging, we're making our own stuff, right? But we got to watch out for the law. These guys are all afraid of getting arrested, so there's something about,
That state
it's
that they're
legal
in.
for Budweiser or for Marker to make whiskey, but don't you make it, because we don't want you selling it. You go through what we did because we want you getting licensed, but I can't get licensed. I'm a small little guy, but I love making these batches of whiskey. I see that, I watch that TV show. I just love watching these guys make that. Yeah, moonshiners.
There's
That's
one
it.
thing I can say about this whole thing, though, and I guess it's my opinion. The best part of my life where it's changed me and saved me to it is the genetics. Like, really, we haven't spoke too much on genetics. I get it, everything, but check this out. You know what I mean? No matter what the way it turns, I don't care what government, whoever is in, no one's ever going to stop the genetics because you need genetics to start the plant, no matter what it is. Even if the government comes in, you're still going to need it. They're not going to, you know what I mean? I would say you're not going to beat me or outbreed me. You're not. It's hands fucking down. You can breed whatever you want, but they're going to go and we're still going to have seeds. We're still going to have genetics. We're still going to crossbreed. We're still going to make what people want to taste, smoke.
Hey, this marijuana's been around for how many thousands of years? We have a cannabinoid system
Take it all
that
away,
matches
but I still
cannabis.
got genetics. I still will breed genetics. And that way, the seeds are legal because the farm bill, whatever way they keep it on there, but we still got genetics. You're just the genetic god. You know what I mean? That's just what you are. You're done with your shit. You know what I mean? Genetics. We win. No matter what.
Yeah.
We're all here with that, man. Genetics are going to be the end result no matter what happens.
Dude, we went over like 13 minutes.
All right,
Thank you for those who showed it. Appreciate you.
Thank you for the questions. Thank you for listening to us ramble.
Yep.
And we're out.
Not even high.
Mob.